Okay, this video tutorial looks at the mathematical strand of linear and non-linear relationships, and more specifically, we're going to focus our understanding on solving non-linear simultaneous equations through substitution. So basically, how do we solve non-linear simultaneous equations? By substitution. Now remember that substitution requires you to replace one of the variables with an equation equal to that variable. So if we look at our example, we can see up the top we've got y equals something. Okay, so we know what y equals. And we've got our second equation here that actually has a y in it. All right, so this y simply now is replaced in our equation with what y is. All right, so instead of having 5x plus y, we've now got 5x plus the equation that y represents. Now, when we collect the like terms here, so in this particular line here, we've collected like terms. And the like terms are obviously the 4x and the 5x, which gives us 9x. All right, we now have a quadratic equation, and it's equal to 0, which is fantastic. All right, I forgot to mention, obviously, the like terms as well were 12 and positive 2. So we've taken 12 from both sides, which gives us negative 10. We've got it equal to 0, which is great. So now we can use product and sum. All right, so if we use product and sum to work out our values of -1 and 10. And now we can go ahead and solve it. And in this particular line here, we've gone x take 1 equals 0, or x plus 10 equals 0. Therefore, x equals 1 or negative 10, that's how we've got our answers down here. Now, if x equals 1, we've basically substituted 1, all right, back into the equation up here. So we've used, I'll rub that out, we've substituted these values, all right, back into here to work out what y equals. All right, so that's why we've replaced our x value with 1 here. That gives us a value of 7. So that's where we get when x is 1, y equals 7. And I'll use a different color now. We've now replaced our x with our negative 10, and that gave us 62. So therefore we get the value here. All right. So remember that we replace a variable with the equal equation of that variable if we can. We then collect like terms, all right, which is what we did here, collected like terms. We then solved it using product and sum, and then used the null factor, all right. Don't know how well this yellow will show up, but we used the null factor, all right, to figure out our solutions of x equals 1 and x equals negative 10. Then we substituted, okay, our answers of 1 and negative 10 back into our original equation to find out what y was, and then that's how we got our answers. So what I'd like you to do is have a go at a practice question. Please feel free to pause the video. Remember to substitute the equation into where the variable is. All right. So please feel free to have a go at this. Pause the video. When you think you've got the correct answer, continue the video, and we'll see how you went. So let's see how you went. Hopefully you realized that we actually have an equation here for y. So we can substitute that straight into here. So this now becomes, instead of x times y up the top here, all right, it's now going to be x bracket 2x plus 2 because y equals 2x plus 2. That gives us 12. All right, basically here, rather than quickly making it equal to 0, what you need to do is take out a common factor. All right, so you would have gone 2x squared plus 2x take 12 equals 0. Then you would have taken 2 out as a common factor. And if you did that, you would have ended up with this line here. You then would have worked out it's plus 3 and take 2 using our product and sum. So product was product was 6 or negative 6. Sum was 1. And you've got your null factor. So now we've got this here, we're looking at the null factor, all right, of this equaling 0 or this equaling 0 to get our answers of -3 and 2. Then you would have done is you would have got these answers and substituted them back in to this equation here, all right, and you would have worked out that when x equals -3, y equals -4, looking here, all right, or you would have worked out that when x equals 2, y equals 6, using this bit here, all right.